Hey everyone. So, as the title of the video says, this channel is about to fundamentally change. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still going to be primarily Monster Hunter focus. You're still going to have your, two uploads a week, preferably when it comes to Monster Hunter. Once I get to each Monster Hunter game, you're still going to get your crap guides. You're still going to get, the normal stuff I've been putting out because I do have an editor now who has been gracious enough to agree to help me out. I can quickly spin up a script in, 30 to 60 minutes and record it, and they'll just kind of do the editing over, which has been the hardest part for me personally. The main thing that's been keeping me from posting consistently. But even all that aside, this channel is probably going to switch to a streaming focused channel, and at least for the near future. And there's going to be some negativity in this video because there's just some stuff going on right now that I need to explain, because I do need to take the channel in this direction because I feel it is best to take care of these things. So the first thing is my dog, and I'm gonna call her here. Come here, Sassy. Come on, Sassy, get up here. Get up here. There we go. So on the, oh man, well, Sassy, come here. There we go. All right, come here. So on the back of my dog's neck, I probably won't be able to show it up on camera really good. Hold up, Sassy. I know, I'm sorry, but let me show. Right here on the back of her neck, there's like this. I mean, I thought it was a wart at first, and I guess she just doesn't want to come up here. That's okay. I'm not going to force her, but I'll probably post a picture on the screen. But she has I thought it was a wart initially, and I discovered it about a year and a half ago. But it turns out there's blood vessels going through it, and it hasn't stopped growing at all. And it's very irregularly shaped. It looks polygonal, which is weird. But based on my research, I believe it is a tumor on the back of her neck, and it's right on top of her spine as well. So I need to get it seen. Unfortunately, she's aggressive to other animals, so me being able to put her in a no-kill shelter, that's not a thing. It's something that I tried to do when I was homeless, and unfortunately, I don't have the money to take her to the vet to get it checked out yet. So I'm going to be streaming a lot, 12 to 16 hours a day starting tomorrow. So when this video comes up, if you see this the next day, I should either be streaming or sleeping. And how I'm going to do it, it is going to be a mostly gameplay focused channel. I'm going to be playing mostly Monster Hunter. I know before I play Monster Hunter Dose, that's the next one, I promised my community I would play Dragon's Dogma 2. So I will be streaming the story over the course of probably 3 days, preferably 6 hours a day. But I'm also going to be playing a lot of Helldivers. I'm going to be integrating a lot of Helldivers into the channel because I just love the game. And when I'm not playing Monster Hunter, I'm playing Helldivers. So I genuinely just love the game. I think on Tuesdays or Thursdays, I might do like a throwback Thursday or something like that where I'll play. And I have like a bunch of Xbox 360 and PS3 games that I can emulate, and PS2 games and PSP games. So I will be playing a lot of those. And I will also be playing, these little horror games. Since you can see me now, I figured, might as well hop on the bandwagon of going, in the thumbnail when getting jump scared or whatever. And yeah, so I'll also be doing a lot of IRL stuff, and I really need to explain why. Initially I wasn't going to do a lot of IRL stuff, but at the very least on Thursdays, like I said, I'm going to be streaming most of the day, almost the entire day, like 12 to 16 hours a day. So for example, on Thursday, I have to go donate plasma because I don't really make a lot right now, and that's kind of what helps supplement, me being able to take care of myself and get clothes, and hopefully soon get my dogs their shots because I need to update their shots. Unfortunately, it's not a lot, but it's just barely enough. Unfortunately, my vehicle's battery is effectively shot. It's dead. I tried to jump it earlier with my roommate's help, and it just didn't work. So the battery is shot for a while, but I think it's properly dead now. So it's going to cost money to get a new battery, and I'm probably looking at a couple of months before I can do that. Obviously, I need to put my dog first as well to get her taken to the vet to get that tumor checked out to see if it's malignant or just, a mast tumor, I believe it's called, which is benign in most cases because it's just like a little thing on the surface of the skin. But I would still rather spend the thousands of dollars it's going to cost to get it removed because, again, it is around top of her spine, and tumors are by nature unpredictable, at least from what I've been able to figure out about them. So it could always get worse, and I just want to take care of it. So, in order to incentivize, donations and everything else, uh, I will be streaming 12 to 16 hours a day. Just so I'm like constantly there, constantly available. You want to come in, say hi, you can say hi. If you see this and it's after today, I will probably be streaming. If I'm not streaming now, I'll be streaming within 8 hours. So there is a lot that's going to change. Most likely, I'm going to be spending the first 6 hours of the stream. Most streams, I'm probably going to be spending the first couple hours exercising. I'm not going to show myself in the bathroom or anything. I'll probably use, the time it takes for me to go shower. I'm going to get up. I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm going to start my stream after I let my dogs out. And what I'll probably do is I'll stream myself feeding my dogs and then exercising. Then after that, we'll boot up a game and, whatever game it is, and we'll probably be streaming for a long time. On Thursdays and Sundays, when I have to donate plasma, it's going to be a 3.5 hour walk. It's like 8.7 miles there. So I'm going to be walking, at least 35 miles a week, including all the times I might go to the store to like get a drink or something. So there's going to be a lot of IRL stuff. There's going to be a lot of just me walking and chatting. And if that's not your thing, that's okay. But that's going to be on Thursdays and Sundays. Again, I'm still going to be posting, normal videos. I'm still going to be working with my editor, and he's pretty good at getting parts of the stream and like editing together, and especially for archival purpose. That's one of the main reasons why, archiving all the old school Monster Hunter missions. The main reason why I wasn't as focused about with Monster Hunter 1 is because I'm going to go back to Monster Hunter 1 probably after I finish all the games, like a remastered sort of series. But as it is right now, it's starting tomorrow. I'm going to play Dragon's Dogma 2 for a few hours, and then I'll boot up Helldivers 2, and we'll be grinding medals for the new stuff. Turns out they got a Doom armor set, and thankfully I was able to get that. It's really cool. But I like Helldivers 2, so I'll be playing that. I'll be playing Dragon's Dogma 2 for the first half of the stream probably, or the first, like 3-4 hours of the stream after I exercise. And the way I'll probably structure it is, let's do it together. Whenever I start exercising, I'll just be like, hey, you know what? Just do some push-ups, do some crunches. And I want to be able to integrate into the community. I want this to be like a group thing. I don't think I'll be taking any days off until my dog's tumor gets removed. If it takes the end of next year or, a couple of years, I will probably get very exhausted. I might doze off a couple of times on stream, but a tumor is a very serious thing. And I'm pretty certain my dog has a tumor. So I will be streaming a lot. Once it's taken care of, I'll probably take 2 or 3 days off a week where I won't be streaming, but we'll have to see. Either way, I just wanted to, talk with everybody, talk to the community, and just say, hey, this is what's going to happen. And also apologize for the couple of weeks it took for me to get the last video out. The last, mainline Monster Hunter video wrapping up Gen 1, because I figured out about a week ago, and there's just a lot going into it, and I was talking to a lot of people behind the scenes. Either way, thank you to everybody who's here. Thank you to all my patrons. Thank you to all of my supporters, my members on YouTube. Thank you to all Citizine, especially, Corgi is their nickname. Thank you. Because without, they have been here since the very beginning, and they've been one of the most supportive people ever. And I rarely talk to people. I have a hard time keeping up with people, but even so, they have never stopped supporting me. And I can talk to them anytime, and they'll just be okay with talking, and that means a lot. So, and same with everyone else in the community. Asteria, his channel, Asteria MH. He's a pretty awesome content creator, does some really cool lore videos and like Monster Hunter facts and stuff. Gluttony Tuna, I believe, is their name. They're a pretty fun person to, does streams all the time. They're pretty awesome. There's Rose Fielden. There's a couple other people, Ragdog, Biotrex, just so many people. Jax to Hacks, and there's my editor Deep. He's got a YouTube channel coming as well, and I'm going to be helping him promote it when I can. But he wants his growth to be natural, the same as me. So I'll talk with him on how to do that. But just thank you, and just all the other people in the community, Abandoned Gorilla, Snifty, even some of the new people, Voice of Tyranny, what is it, AKA Max, I think, or AKA Alex. There's just so many new people. I gotta, I got so many names to memorize because I want to be able to see a name pop up and I want to be able to recognize them. And thanks to this little feed I got, telling me, when somebody subscribes, it's really nice. That said, it is still a very serious thing. I know I just did a whole fundraiser, but I'll have to do another fundraiser for my dog because it's not something I want to do, but it's a tumor, I believe, and I need to get it looked at. So, and also I need to get a new battery for my van. So, the best way, if you do want to support, honestly, the best way is through a direct donation. I'm gonna put a couple of things on screen. Probably like right here. I'm gonna put, here's my PayPal and here's my Cash App. And if you just want to donate directly, I'm okay with asking that because I'm okay with asking for help when I need it. I'm still really small and I can't really afford to do it out of pockets, but I'm willing to ask because it's a very serious thing and it's something I'm really scared of. I don't I don't want to lose my dog. I spoke with a man about this. She okayed me talking about it. But when I was living with my aunt last time, several years ago, probably like back in 2021, I think, or 2022. I think it was 2021. I had another German Shepherd, and when I was at basic correction officer training to work at a prison as a prison guard, he my aunt's brother, my uncle, he agreed to take care of them while I was living with my aunt. And my aunt said she wouldn't take care of them, so I had to ask my uncle. And he's a very lazy person, and unfortunately, due to their negligence, basically, Bear died. He was neglected, and he got an ear infection that turned into vestibular disease, where the ear canal swells. So he's got, he had constant vertigo. He lost his appetite. He basically died of septic shock. So I had to come home every weekend and just try to wait it out until, I could either come home and take care of him myself and I'd lose my job, or I would have to wait until my first check where I'd be able to sink like $1,500 into getting him seen by the vet. And 3 days before I got paid, yeah, I sat there watching him die over the course of like 3 weeks. It was very, I blame myself mostly because I made the wrong call, but I also blame my aunt because she said she didn't care. She said herself because she had lost her husband a year or two before, and I understand. She was kind of crashing out. She was wallowing, and she was apologetic about it now, and I guess I appreciate that, but I forgive her. I'm just still angry, and I'm still very. It's why I'm willing to ask for help now, and why I'm so protective of my dogs. It's just I had to watch one of them. I had to lose one of them in that manner, and there's just nothing I could do at the time. And I don't want that to happen again. I don't want my dog's tumor to grow malignant and spread to her spine. She has spinal cancer, and there's just nothing I can do. So I'm willing to ask for help, but I'm also going to put in the effort of streaming 12 to 16 hours a day so I can try to, grow through sheer effort and get to a position where money isn't an object of concern and I can get her all the treatment she needs if it does turn out to be something serious. So, yeah, I'm sorry for the more down, sad video after the whiplash of the first one. I'm sure it's a very, like I said, whiplash, but I just wanted to explain where I'm taking my channel, why I'm taking it there, and just kind of be transparent about what's going on. And yeah, just thank you everyone again. If you can't help, it's fine. Just being here, it means a lot. But if you can help, if you can find it in your heart to help, again, I put the picture on the screen earlier in the video. Just try to help if you can, please, because I am doing everything I can. I haven't been able to find work, and I just don't have a lot of spare money that I could spend on like a $500 vet appointment. Because they said it's going to be like $105 to get her checked, and then $200 to $300 for the X-rays and blood work, or I think just the X-rays. I think the blood work is going to be like another $100 or something. But I'm in Washington State. You can call the vets in this area, like the Central Washington, and try to see, for yourself how much. I'm not lying, but I am scared. And so I'm going to work really hard. I'm going to try to be as entertaining as I can. I'm going to try to not let this bleed into the actual streams. I'm not going to make it a really negative thing. I will bring it up, but I'll try not to make it like a constant, downer thing. I'll try to keep it focused on the games and just chatting in general. And like I said, on days such as Thursday, where I'm going to be spending 3.5 hours walking to the plasma donation place, I'm going to walk there, and then I'm going to end the stream probably, and then I'm going to walk back. On those days, they'll mostly be like an all day, probably like 8 hour stream of me just walking there and walking back, plus a 1 hour gap. And after that, just gaming mostly for the rest of the time after I work out in the mornings. That said, thank everybody for being here, and thank everybody so much for watching. See y'all next time. Bye now.